Welcome back, everybody, to the channel and to the iRacing AI JKR Formula 3. I don't know what to call this championship. Before we get rolling here, as usual, same procedure, qualifying lap 20-minute race. If I have any issues with my mic today, I apologize. Those of you that know me well and have been here before know that not something I can exactly just fix, unfortunately, at the moment. If you enjoyed today's video or enjoy Formula 3 or road racing or iRacing AI or anything like that, be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action from this race or any of the other races coming up. And if you have such an interest, be sure to go back and watch the Formula E series, the Spec Racer Ford series, and Mazda Cup series that came before this. So today we are at Sebring. First race, Mid-Ohio, went well. Second race, Road Atlanta, was sketchy, but also went well, I would say. So hopefully we can have another decent race here today. With the setup that I've had, it's been a little bit unstable on worn tires. The damage we picked up last week didn't really help. So if you haven't watched that and kind of want to set the stage for where we are today, go back and check that out from the previous episode. However, I'm a little bit nervous about how bumpy this track is in this setup. Not that I don't trust the setup or anything, it just is definitely jittery, to say the least. So, although this is a lot of long straightaways at this track, I'm a little bit nervous about how we're going to hold up. Trying to push hard for sure, so it definitely has a little bit of a light, scary feeling. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. So our 1Q lap and then 20-minute race. I have no idea what the race laps will be like here. Probably around 2 minutes and 10, 2 minutes 15 seconds, give or take. So see what we got in terms of that here. I have actually, as I alluded to in the previous race, raced the Formula 3 car here, and it was brutal. I was like the 1 or 2 car, and I think I finished about 16th with 16x. Dropped about 100 iRating, so not ideal, but those things happen, and we'll see how this goes. I'm not saying it's going to go terribly or anything, but definitely not one I had circled. It's going to be super difficult here and tricky with these bumps and how crazy and unstable this car is and how hard you have to drive, frankly. So not exactly my skill set, as we've talked about already, but I won't be the dead horse with saying things I've already said. So all we can do is go out there and run the best Q lap we possibly can, hopefully, and go about and try to run a nice race as well. So probably should use third gear there. That was maybe a mistake. We'll see. A little bit of a slide through there, but it's okay. Still going along. So again, this won't be a super long race in terms of laps, just because of the lap length around this place. Definitely too soft into there, but I didn't want to overshoot. That'd be a really easy one to throw away 2-3 seconds. I'd rather give up the half second getting in there soft. A lot of drafting around here. This is a pretty long track with long straights, so especially obviously in the back stretch and then off of turn 17 is we're going to miss that, and we're going to start last. That is not good. I'm very worried about that. So what we're going to do is actually drop out of queue. We're going to start ourselves or so, hopefully. So as I was saying, I'm kind of worried about the long straightaways and Sunset Corner, the last hairpin there. Turn 17, I just overdrove. I don't really feel like I overdrove it, but obviously I did. Let's see what I did there. Where did I brake? Yeah, I didn't feel like it was significantly deep or anything. That's very strange. Anyways, we'll just put ourselves 5th, 10th here, wherever we can slot in. And then see if we can make our way. Again, that was unfortunate the way that turned out. If you haven't seen the previous 2 races, obviously also, there's some kind of glitch, some sort of weird thing going on with my points versus Michael Hengel's points. Apparently he's defaulted as number 64. I am defaulted as number 64 because I haven't selected a number in this car. So our points are getting flipped. If he's winning, I'm getting second place points, and it's changing around how this is seen. So we're going to start 9. I say 2 minutes 10. Apparently we're going around here in 2 minutes. Anyway, so for the points that are showing up as the points I accumulate are his points. So right now we're tied at the top of the standings, but it's just something to keep in mind. I know you can't see the standings, only I can. But if I keep referring to it as that, it's because something weird is going on with the points. So nothing to worry about too terribly much here. We're going to try to get these tires nice and warm. 2-minute laps, give or take. That sets us up to what, about 10, 11 laps if we can stay under 2 minutes. So 11 laps would be good, be fine. So nice race length, and hopefully we can get a nice amount of tire heat here and attack a little bit from 9 volts. Top 5 here would be good. A few more points than we've got. We had a nice recovery drive last time on the road at Atlanta. I made a mistake right away. This is obviously a very easy turn one to make mistakes at the first couple of corners here, so I'm getting in, pickups again, I swear, every time. It shows I talk too much. But anyways, don't want to make a mistake these first couple of corners, pick up damage. Certainly not break a wheel. We don't want to go off track like we did there. I went off exactly like Dale Jr. did here in the Monte Cup race from the previous season, so trying not to do anything silly here as we roll on through this pace lap and through the first couple laps of the race, and hopefully we can kind of recover and rebound and finish okay. So Hinkle's actually up on the pole. John Henry is 4th, won the previous race, obviously. So we really need to finish up in the top 5. We can finish 5th, that would be a solid run, but I feel like we even have a little more pace than that, hopefully. So hopefully some of these long straightaways will help us out. My familiarity with the track will hopefully help us out compared to a place like Road Atlanta, but we're just going to play it by ear and want to see how it goes. So plenty of fuel on board. We're just using the same set everywhere, but it should hopefully play out a little bit here, being a little bit lower downforce. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit when it comes to the big straightaways. And not too many super high-speed corners here that we need a bunch of downforce, so that's good. Just gotta keep the wheels on, stay smart, stay smooth, and we should be okay. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this race that's coming up, and we'll be done with what, three races, 7 already. So coming halfway through the season here after this one. So. I don't really know what the move is here. I don't know what my preferred strategy or what I want to happen here. I don't know if I want to make a big move right away on off sunset to try to get down to turn 1 on the inside, or hold position, or wait for people to spread out. I don't know what the move is here. I don't know where our strengths are. Obviously, if you run Q, you have a little better idea of where your pace is, where you can be faster, where you can push too hard for race trim. Obviously, you don't want to just chuck it off the circuit. So. I did that anyways in Q, so I don't really know what the plan is here, what I should be looking at as far as pace and performance. So hopefully we can move forward. I don't know that for sure. I don't know what the end goal is going to be here. Obviously, we have to be a little bit careful, but being in 8 cars in front of you is better than we were at after turn 1 last time out. So hopefully we can make the best of this. Sure, we got a couple of tear-offs there. Everything's working smoothly. We have plenty of fuel. Let's say it's an 11-lap race. We'll take that assumption until proven otherwise based on lap time or traffic or something. Shouldn't catch any traffic here. A pretty long lap, several miles, so more than 3 miles. And obviously, pretty decently quick lap time for this car. So ready to go here, waiting on the lights. Pace car is off. Actually, a really good start there by us. We're going to sneak all the way to driver's left up the inside. I timed that out pretty well, so we're going to have to go for it. We don't have to go for it, but we're going to. And immediately, race-ending damage. So we're going to restart that one. That's not. See, again, there, it's just come up in here, and I think it's this dude who's going to, I don't know if I made the move. We're going to restart, so. Yeah, I mean, I moved over. There's a wall there, so like I can just go up in there. This is our first restart we've had in a while. We didn't have any in the Mazda Cup series. We ran pretty smooth there. Our first 2 Formula 3 races went well, and obviously the last couple specs went well. So it's probably been let's see, 11, probably almost 15 races since we've had to do a restart. I know some of the Formula V ones we had to start numerous times because of how crazy those starts were. So that was good to know on the start there. Maybe we should go a little bit smoother than that, but at the same time, I had a big run, and you gotta try and make moves when you can. So I apologize that this is going to be a little bit longer here, take a little while, and have another 4 or 5 minutes of video to get going here, but rather not have a literal 10-second long race. So take this opportunity to blow my nose. There, maybe I won't sound like I'm in a dying jungle now. So, anyways, I am confident, excited about this. We didn't even get to a fast corner or brake zone or anything there, obviously, but I feel like that we can have a solid race here. I don't think that we're out to lunch or to step and fall off the cliff or anything. I think that we just got to kind of find a track, find some space around us, and then we'll come into our own as we go. So that's the hope, at least. I say that. I have confidence in that. May or may not happen. Enjoy. Not I've had a lot of success. I've had a lot of unsuccess here. I've had some success in Pontiacs here, but pretty much every racetrack. So I've thrown away a Sebring 12-hour victory once. I've thrown away a podium that wasn't another time. I think we finished fourth the time we should have finished second or third, and I think we finished third the time we should have finished first. So just mistakes on my part, and then obviously I mentioned earlier the previous Formula 3 couple races I did here. One went okay, and we finished somewhere in the middle without dying, and then one we just got killed to death repeatedly. So again, not nervous is the right word. I'm not nervous for this because there's not a whole lot I can do about it. They're AIs, but it's like, my history with the track, it ruins it for you. It's when they released a new Phoenix recently, the updated Phoenix, I should say, with the start-finish line on what off used to be turn 2. It's like some people just hated it. I don't know if that's because they couldn't figure it out, or because it's different, or because they weren't very good at it. If you have a first race somewhere or something and you crash immediately and finish 20th and you're slow, you're going to just hate it, right? But if I won my first race there, first start, first try, and then had 2 more good races subsequently after that, I think it was perfect. Not that the track is a favorite or anything, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed Little Phoenix too, but I didn't think of it as a favorite or circle it or anything like that. It was just, I was okay there, but I really enjoyed this last couple of weeks of New Phoenix and into the open off season. So I don't know. I feel like maybe that's an actual thing where you have the hindsight and look back on the track and say, "Oh, that was dumb. I'm never racing there again." But I don't get to skip it. It's on the schedule. So here we go. We're gonna just buckle up and see what we got and hope for the best, I guess, and get through. I said get through this Formula 3 season and hopefully finish in the top 3 in points and have an opportunity to move up to whatever series comes calling next. So it's going to be the hope, just kind of try to impress those car owners at the next level, and hopefully we can get a nice even keel race, blistering start, and move up 6 places like we had last time, because that didn't end so well anyways. But I'd like to at least have a shot to do okay. So this car's off, going to come up with a little bit of speed here. Go middle this time, which is almost certainly a terrible idea. Oh yeah, we're going to be in trouble here. Fifth gear, we're going to keep it in there. Back out early. Almost run over a dude in front of us there, but it's okay. Still alive. Try to back up this corner. See if we can get into a spot or 2 here. Force our way up through there. That was nifty. Very, very tight, but we made it. I got drilled right there. I was really nervous. That's why I stopped talking. John Henry almost got me right in the spot that the first time I got killed in that previous F3 race. I went in there nice and easy, nice and smooth, and just got obliterated from somewhere. So I was pretty worried about that. Trying to take it nice and easy here. follow Tran around here, who's following Hinkle, so if we can just kind of hang in where the toe is going to be, that would be ideal. Still doing okay. We're hanging on. We got obviously 6 spots right away. First couple corners, a great start. I decided to go middle that time just based on where things opened up and made sure I had room to my right, and we made it. We didn't die, so that was a good start. Ideal, I guess. Oh man, this little way is on there. It's all right. Get the power down here. We're in the draft, so no serious rush here, I guess. Trying to drop the cars behind, I guess. Have a nice toe down here to Sunset Corner, actually. Not a ton of place to go with it. We'll try to sneak up the inside here. Get through Tran. Maybe we do have some pace here. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of pace, but solid corner right there for me. We've seen, though, that my pace seems to temper off as we get to the end of the race, at Mid-Ohio at least. Did very well pace-wise at Road Atlanta. Kind of hung in there when we were backs against the wall a little bit, but a little bit of contact there. Tran's going to go around. That's unfortunate. I don't feel like I pinched there. I mean, you can only move over so far, so that was an unfortunate incident. I don't feel like I turned across him or anything, but probably got a little bit of left rear damage. Just the lightest touch will do it. That's pretty unfortunate there. There's the big dive I was talking about from behind, from me in there. That scary dive that makes you think you missed everything and you're about to get plowed. So again, pretty conservative in there for me, but not to the point that I want to change it really that much. A little deep there for me, but that's okay. Again, the big, small rear wing, I should say. Probably going to be helpful to me on these 2 big straightaways coming up here. If we can just get through this middle part of the lap, we should be in with a good shot of kind of hanging with anybody that we're near. Also, I didn't mention this or think about this. In a car like this, maybe the reason with my single screen setup, I never even thought about this until earlier. Perhaps one of the reasons I struggle in cars like this is because of the visibility. Single screen, you're sitting low to the ground. Not a huge opportunity to, you know, see stuff in front of you or around you. Maybe that kind of affects how I have to drive here with the single screen setup. So I could definitely come into play. I could see that being a thing. So obviously not quite as good this lap as we were right up next to the leader the previous lap, but we made it around again. We learned a little bit. Pace was okay, so stuck pretty good there, actually. I was expecting to get sideways or shout or something. We did okay there, so able to take normal racing lines here. We don't have Tran right up with us, so struggle through there, though. You can feel the car just not want to cut in the corner like it would if we had a bunch of wing on it, so it's okay. Down here, we definitely got to attack a little bit more. We'll try to here, but like I said, don't want to go too much. Big dive from behind, but still managed to get out of there okay. Haven't really made any ground on Michael up front right now. Still just kind of hanging on, so again, I'm so hesitant to really push because I know how much it can burn you. This car is essentially made of paper short of everything but the rallycross car, so it's so difficult to get the most out of it if you're not familiar with it and comfortable with it, which I'm definitely not. So I guess we've kind of lost our opportunity to go up at the front here for the meantime. Current position, we're not going to have any kind of pace to run up there right now, so that's okay, though. It's all about putting solid laps together and hoping for the best, and I guess kind of hanging out right now. So if we can even run second or third in this current situation, I think that would be another great run. So can't complain too much when things are going all right. Definitely a little bit hot in there. Again, didn't really make any ground there. Actually lost a little bit. decent lap, though actually that lap would have been good enough for pole, it looks like, but it's a couple laps of tire heating, so just about ran off track there, not quite. Lock up ahead. Again, that's one of those things that just keeps you trying. Otherwise, you know, you lose a little faith in your ability, but you see the guy in front make a mistake and you're like, okay, I can still try to get him. So definitely going to try braking at 400 here, and if we blow it, then it's my fault. So we got to go in here harder. We're losing too much time. So could even go in harder than that still, but again, the risk of doing it all wrong is too real. But we didn't get dive bombed that time, so that was beneficial, I guess. Definitely lost track with the front car there, though. Feeling a little bit better now. We got the tires up to temperature, but still just not enough confidence, or probably even pace. We can have all the confidence in the world, but we're not going to suddenly find a half second of pace, at least with this setup. So again, because I had done something a little different to run a little better, probably, but I don't know what that is, and it's tough for me to find in a car like this anyways. A little bit of a slide there, still okay. Just about halfway, next lap will be halfway, half distance, so keep an eye on that here as we go. We should be well under the mark to get to 11 laps, I would assume. Again, lost a little bit, not too terribly much. Yep, comfortably above the mark for 11 laps there as we go. PB again. We've kind of dropped 5th place there, Grant Reeve, Ian and John behind me. That's good to note, encouraging. Stick with 3rd gear through here just to try to get the direction change a little bit more comfortable. I was going to say confident, end up with comfortable, but it's just something that's it's a reference thing, and I just don't have that comfortableness with the car. So Ian's still hanging back there with John Henry. We're going to brake at, 300 again here. Did get the car stopped, it just doesn't feel like you're going to. And you got to do 5 downshifts as well. It feels like it just takes forever. So I'm definitely giving up 3/10 or so, maybe even more than that through there. But I just don't have it in my skill or ability or comfort with the car to be able to go any, or at least too much more. I'd probably go a little more aggressive, but not too much. So it's unfortunate. We've kind of lost that opportunity we had to go for the lead, but you know, I feel a lot more comfortable right now than I did at Road Atlanta for sure. So maybe this track's a little more suited to my minor skills in this car. Alright. Direction change there. I'm worried it's going to snap back and come and get me before the end of the race. Ian now down to 4/10. He's going to have a big toe all the way down this back straightaway to turn 17. Just try and hang on. Knew I was in there shallow, so we're going to take the downshift. Sequential transmission, not a problem. Right up on this 2/10 back, not going to be halfway there. We're going to have 6 laps to go, 5 down, so next time I will be past halfway. Nice smooth turn in there, no issues. That was actually pretty good. We've dropped John Henry just a little bit. Not enough that he's out of it or anything or far behind, but just enough. Still hanging on back there is Mr. Sudol. Again, they're just a little bit too deep, but I felt like I was in it pretty good. Just don't have the confidence to do all those things at once. 5 downshifts, turn in, brake hard, you know, without going over the limit. You know, it's just an uncomfortable feeling, I guess, so. Now, if I ran 100 practice laps here, maybe we could do that. But no practice and botching my only Q lap release, so it's just one of those things, which is fine. you know, not every corner, not every race can be you're an ace. So it's okay. We just gotta focus on finishing second here, because that's definitely on the cards with our pace here. We're not faster than either of these guys behind us, I don't think, but we got the track position, and I'm not so much of a scrub that I'm out to lunch, so I feel like it's going okay right now. Not great, but okay, and we're still holding off fifth and everybody behind that fairly consistently. So let's go over here and put a little bit of a protect on from Ian. Obviously difficult to get up the inside here, but not impossible if you're really brave. So actually going to go to the outside there, driver's left. I have a nice cutback on late exit. Actually did have a nice cutback on late exit. Now 5 laps to go with 6 down. Trying to sneak up the inside of turn 1. It's brave. We're going to have to close him off here. Big protect there, definitely gave up a lot of time. And now John Henry right up behind us here. Big slide out of me right there. We gave up quite a bit of time doing that little battle. See if John's able to capitalize. We're going to have to protect again down here. Side by side behind us. I didn't even see that when I looked up for my brake marker there. John tried to get through as I hit you twice in a row. John trying to get through, find some space on Ian, wasn't able to do it that time, but we are just losing time in heaps now. Compared to Grant and everybody else behind us. Still doing okay. We got 4 laps to go when we get back here, so. I do enjoy Sebring. It's grown on me. A variety of cars, this not being one of them, as we drop a wheel there and exit just a little bit, no problem. Apparently it's 3X, I don't remember. Oh, the other one was from when Trans spun out. Okay. It's like I don't remember having another off track, but it was the 2X from the contact and spin from Tran. He's dropped to 40th, as you can see there on the relative. 4 car lengths back, we should be okay again down here. No real pressure from 5th, 6th, 7th, etc. So just the 3 of us here for P2 right now. Four laps to go should be, yep. Yeah, 3 laps to go. Yeah, 4 laps to go. I'm dumb. We got 3 plus the one that time's gonna run out. So 4 laps left. Still doing okay, hanging on. Just about keep it on the racetrack there. I feel comfortable doing this at this pace here. I don't feel like I'm going too over my head or anything, but that pace isn't fast enough to win the race. Simple as that. So we're okay. Obviously, we're on second. Probably should be 4th. We have the pace for 4th, definitely. So we probably started a little further back than I should have put myself, but that's okay. Not a problem. We made it work, and we got the position we needed for track position. Hopefully we can hold on here. That would be a great run. So. Doing okay, still just 3 back. Just trying to keep a half an eye on the mirror and the relative to make sure nothing's weird, and you know, a lot of these corners, they're not close enough, or unless I make a big mistake, they're not going to be able to just jump the inside or anything. It's the thought about the fact that you never know when you're going to be out to lunch in this car. At least me personally, I don't feel that comfort with it, so just trying not to make any mistakes at all is the key. Ooh, little slide there over the curb. Good thing I have the exit curb to hold us in the racetrack. Half second back, 4/10 now in the toe. 3 laps to go. I guess this is lap number 9 coming up. So, well, we have a little bit of space, and I feel mostly comfortable. I know I didn't do this last time we were battling, racing so hard so much, but I'll shut up here and let the car do the talking for a lap around Sebring. Well, I made a pretty good lap actually. One of my better laps all the way up till turn 17, the last corner there, Sunset Bend. Still gonna go pink, purple, pink, green. Best lap, we missed the 56 just because of that small mistake I made on the entry in there. So we were gonna go sub 56 for sure, but we'll take the 56 dead. A little deep in there. Under 2 laps to go now. I feel comfortable. I feel like the only place I'm really vulnerable is down here in the hairpin. Which again, not my own fault, just not being brave enough on the brakes essentially, but I think we'll be okay even if they sneak up the inside to be able to turn out of it and still maintain the spots, so. Not close enough that time to even have a lunge, so we only gotta get through there once more. And obviously, as long as I don't mess up Sunset either of these last 2 laps, very, very bumpy obviously, but I feel fairly comfortable going through there at least with some pace, so. Almost did the same thing I did in Q there, just a little bit deep, not too much, and we managed to keep it on the road, but not my finest break there, so. I do enjoy the car. I'm very lucky and very thankful that I at least have some skill in a wide variety of cars, a wide variety of disciplines. Obviously, I've talked about my weaknesses. That was terrible. My weakness in open wheel cars as well as some GT cars, but I think most people would, for a lot, point to dirt oval as my weakness. I wouldn't say I'm bad at either dirt oval or open wheel or GT cars. It's not like I am out just horrible. I've said out to lunch 5 times now. I don't think I'm terrible, but it's no slow momentum car like the Pontiac or even the Mazda or the Jetta or the Skippy or anything like that. Weirdly enough, I'm not very good at talking about that. But then obviously oval, proficient, B and C open, proficient late model, that type of stuff. So I don't know what it is exactly, but for whatever reason I don't feel like I'm terrible in this, and I'm very thankful that it could be I'm just atrociously bad in this car, but that's not the case thankfully. So go a little protective here as turn 1 wasn't great. Make sure you can get through here decently enough. Try to back them up just a little bit and make sure we can protect down into the hairpin the way we need to. Brake pedal's going to be brake pedal. Go protective down here to make him show outside at least. Now I'm going to take a big lunge there in the hairpin, so still pretty safe here as we start heading down towards the back half of the racetrack. Again, I apologize for the essentially 5-minute or whatever delay we had at the beginning with having to reset. Dude just drove over my right rear wheel in turn 1. Again, might have been my fault, whatever. Close racing at the start in open wheel cars. But we had to do a whole nother pace lap, so I apologize for that. Through there nice and smooth, about the best I've taken that corner the whole race, around the curve there. Let's not bottom the thing out here on the second part of this curve here, Justin, so that would be ideal. Missed that nicely. Again, no challenge here for Michael today. Didn't have the pace, didn't have the skill. We had our 1 shot the first lap, but as soon as we kind of lost touch and had the battle and picked up that controversy there with Tran, then there wasn't really a whole lot of chance, so that's okay. That stuff happens. We'll take a solid 2nd place. He obviously pulled away, so that's how racing goes sometimes. So bug just flew past my face and I freaking smacked myself in the mouth. Come off the last corner there, and another podium placed, 2nd place today at Sebring. We do drop a point to Michael in the championship, but everybody else wasn't good enough to hang with us quite today, so 2nd's nothing to scoff at. That cone there I always forget to look at, even though it's supposed to be, and remember that that's a thing. Top 6 really separated Stevie Reese back there. We'll come around here and we'll shortcut this puppy. Hopefully we don't come out in too much traffic here. I don't want to affect anybody's race. It looks like it's just Tran that's back there still. So we'll float around there. Apparently we don't cut that much off the track as I thought we did. I thought you cut like, a huge case. Sure see that translate when he catches us here. I just don't feel like driving all the way back to the pits around at slow speed. So glad it didn't impact anybody's race there. Tran's the only car behind us yet, so Make sure we stay off the racing groove here, just putting around. Again, working hard for nothing essentially. I need a snack. Here comes Tran. Make sure he passes us before the brake zone and turn in point for this last corner. There he goes. So unfortunate that we had that contact. Again, I just think that's a racing deal, and I'm not even going to bother watching it. I didn't think I pinched him, but I got to take the corner, and I'm sure he either hit the curb or bounced out or something along those lines. So unfortunate for him, glad I didn't wreck our race, so we didn't have to start again. So things happen. Gave ourselves a little bit of a penalty there, starting ninth, and we really, I guess, should have had speed for fourth or so. I mean, if I could run the lap I ran the race there, we would have qualified in the pole, but I don't think that's realistic on cold tires. So it was a good day overall. Made a great start, and that's what some of these races are all about. So wait for these results to go official there on the click off. And there they go. So second place again, just off Ian, John Henry, Grant and Dean behind them. Get some nice results pull up here. It's going to go longer videos again from the restart. I apologize about that. Yeah, so again, it's being weird. It's putting us on the pole and saying that dude finished second, which isn't the case. But Watkins Glen coming up next to Boot, so this lower downforce, I guess, is really going to benefit us there. We're definitely going to have a big advantage doing that. So we are second in points now, I guess, 1 point behind Ian, 5 back. Dean 10 back, Grant 17 back, and from there it gets a little bit tougher back with TJ Majors, etc. So looking forward to the next one at Watkins Glen. Again, I apologize for kind of delay we've had here in this one so far. But if you enjoyed this, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe so you don't miss any of the action, and hope to see you all back. So until next time, bye-bye.